Welcome to Learn More. In the previous lesson, we learned about the importance of educational psychology to teacher education, or to pre-service teacher, like I said before. We learned that educational psychology gives detailed knowledge of child development. So I'm giving you a summary of what we learned in the last lesson. So if you've not got the last lesson, go to our Facebook page, go to our YouTube channel. You can get the last lesson there. The importance of educational psychology to teacher education. You can find it there. So we said that educational psychology gives detailed knowledge of child development. Educational psychology helps to cater for individual difference. Educational psychology helps the improvement of an appropriate curriculum. Educational psychology helps for effective testing, measurement, and evaluation. Educational psychology assists pre-service teachers for effective guidance and counseling, and it also teaches about meta memory. So when you get the lesson, you would understand better what we are trying to say with these points. In this lesson, we'll be looking at human development. So the topic of this lesson is human development. And the objective of this lesson is, by the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to state the definition of development, give the definition of development, and you should be able to explain the characteristics of development. So we have two major objectives. Number one is to give the definition of development, and number two, explain the characteristics of development. So let's look at the meaning of development. According to Shantam 2007, development refers to the interaction of a person and his environment. So that's the definition according to Shantam. Well, development is the improvement in our bodily functions. And development is respective to growth. Let's look at the characteristics of development. Development is achieved through growth. That is, development and growth works together. For development to take place, growth should have taken place. So in humans, development and growth takes place simultaneously. Number two, development results to increase in strength. When humans develop, there is increase in the strength of such individual. Example, a child of 10 years may not be able to carry 25 liters of water, but as he grows and develops, he will be able to carry it. Number three, development results to increase in the degree of differentiation. Trying to differentiate between things, trying to differentiate between objects. Development results to increase in personality. Now, personality is a topic on its own that we would look at later on. So, the meaning of personality, let's look at the definition of personality. Personality is the totality of individual characteristics which are unique and can be increased as a result of development. So there are characteristics that you have, that I have, that are unique. They are unique to me, they are unique to you. So human personality, like thought, feeling, behavior, tastes, rate of understanding, reasoning, and relationship with people, can be influenced by development. So all these concepts I mentioned, they can be influenced by development. Number five, development takes place in stages. And each stage has specific characteristics. Development does not take place at once. It takes place in stages. in human, it takes place in stages. Now, the rate of development in a child is different to the rate of development in adults. So it takes place in stages. So a child would first of all develop from an infant to early childhood to late childhood, become an adolescent, become an adult, and so on. So you can see the stages of development. Number 6, development follows a defined and predictable pattern. It follows a defined and predictable pattern. Human development has a predicted pattern. Like I said earlier, that the development takes place in stages. So we all know that the pattern of human development starts from conception to birth to early childhood, etc. So this pattern can be directly described and predicted. We can describe it, we can predict these patterns. So development follows a defined and predictable pattern. Number 7, development is gradual and it takes time. It is gradual. It does not happen at once. Number 8, development is in sequence. In sequence. So a child crawls before he creeps, and he creeps before he stands, and he stands before he walks. So development is in sequence. Human development is in sequence. Number 9, various kinds of development occurs in child at different stages. It occurs at different stages. Then number 10, development proceeds from simple to complex. From simple to complex. Simple development includes the movement of the eye of an infant, and later the complex development comes like walking, like standing, etc. Number 11, individual difference affects child rate of development. That means development is not uniform for everybody. It's not uniform. Some people may develop quickly, while some other people takes time to develop. So it's not uniform in every human. Number 12, development depends on both heredity and environment. So the environment you find yourself and your heredity, that is the genes that is passed to you from your parents, could influence your development process. Number 13, development is general and takes time. It is general and it takes time. So we have looked at development. We looked at the characteristics of development. So in summary, we have learned the meaning of development and the characteristics of development. In the next lesson, we shall learn about psychological method of data collection. Psychological method of data collection. Now, the psychological method of data collection will be splitted in series. So, because we can't look into all the method of data collection at once, so we'll split them so that we can be able to understand it easier. See you in the next lesson.